All right, look, let's talk about Zcash. Let's talk about Zcash and let's talk about privacy coins because we called Zcash at around $144 watching the breakout. And we actually said that we're looking for the privacy narrative in this part of this bull market, or should I say final part of this bull market. We just said that we were testing out the waters. I talked about this in live streams and now I'm ready to tell you which privacy coins I'm actually holding, plus what I'm seeing with Zcash, plus when I see this market ending, this cycle ending, okay? So bear with me because that's what we're gonna be talking about. And look, I know this is not gonna be the most professional video in the world. I'm in a hotel room or a suite in Dubai. I'm tired, I just had 2 cheesecakes. So bear with me, I just wanna get this video out for you because I think there's a lot of value. So let's sit over here in my office, come to my office, which is right here. And here's how we're gonna do this. Look, that's me in the mirror over there. Look, hi, what's up? And these are the 2 cheesecakes that I ate. As you can see, I was not lying. So here we are right now, we're looking at the charts. And let me see if I can just set this down. I know this is not the most professional or best way to look at things, but we'll make it work, okay? So this is Bitcoin right now, looking at Bitcoin. And as you can see, we were looking at the break over here. We talked about this bounce, potential bounce to the upside, looking if it's gonna be a dead cat bounce or if it's gonna be a dead cat bounce and continue down, or if we're gonna continue up. And as you can see, we came down here to our levels over here. As soon as this broke, I was telling you to protect yourself, and we came down to these levels over here. So this is what we're looking at on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin right now looks like it's still in play. Look, we're still in a bull market. This is not a bear market. Yes, we are borderline, and yes, this can turn into a bear market, and we have to watch this level over here, because if this level breaks, oh my, I would call it 100K psychological. I'd start getting worried, but so far, it's looking okay. Now, let's have a look at Zcash because this is gonna be very telling, and this is also gonna have to do with a prediction, okay? So let's have a look at Zcash USDT real quick. And let's just use Zcash on Binance over here. And this is the Zcash price. Now, we actually called this. We called this at $144, and you can see exactly what it's done since. And this is probably gonna continue to the upside, although there is a little bit of a warning here on the daily on the trend stacker, but that's on the daily. I do believe this has another leg up or more legs up. So we're clearly seeing Zcash run here. Now, before I go on, I wanna talk to you or tell you a little bit about which coins I'm holding in the privacy sector, because I do believe this narrative is gonna run if alts run or if we have an alt season. I do believe this is gonna be a main narrative. And I'm holding 3 coins at this point and flirting with 4. When I say flirting, I mean I'm trading the 4th one, getting in and out. So Zcash is kind of my blue chip. Not really a blue chip, but kind of the main coin in my privacy portfolio. I'm gonna show you something very interesting in a second. The second coin I am holding is a Dash, just because of the way it broke out and because of the sentiment about it. Like everyone's saying, okay, Zcash is running, let's get into Dash. Dash will do very well. And I do believe this is a medium risk play, along with Decred as my low cap, okay? So I have these 3 coins in my portfolio. Think of them as high cap, mid cap, low cap, even though the caps are mixed up here. And I do believe that this is gonna run on hype, or at least the other two other than Zcash will run on hype. Zcash itself may be running on hype, but it's also running because of Bitcoin, I'm not gonna call them maxes, but Bitcoin people, Bitcoin, let's say, yeah, the Bitcoin crowd, so to speak, are also getting in on Zcash. Plus they have amazing tech now where you can hide your wallet and your coins are not on the blockchain. It's actually quite incredible. But regardless, okay, everything is supply and demand, okay? Let's just keep that in mind. It really doesn't matter. Utility doesn't matter, fundamentals don't matter. Everything is price over everything. Show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. Now, we're looking at Zcash running like crazy here. Now, watch, oh, by the way, I'm also flirting trading Monero, Okay, that's the fourth one, just so you know. So I got my portfolio out the way, and this may change over the next few weeks. So make sure you pay attention and watch updates, subscribe down below, and hit the bell notification button. Now, let's go back to the charts real quick. So let me go back to the charts over here. All right, and let me try and get it over here, and I hope you can see this. And I'm gonna show you something very interesting. And we're gonna go to crypto bubbles real quick, just so we can do the shortcut. Look at Decred run over here. Just so we can do a, oh, whoa, what did that, where did that come from? ZK, anyway, so let's have a look real quick at Zcash on crypto bubbles, because you're gonna see something interesting. And we're just gonna use this as a shortcut, okay? We're gonna use this as a shortcut and go to CoinMarketCap. All right, and I hope you see, let me just move this down a little bit. There you go. All right, now we're at CoinMarketCap, and this is the all-time chart. Look at it. Now, a lot of people will show you this chart and be like, oh my God, yeah, blah, blah. Now, here's what I'm seeing at a glance. I'm seeing these tops over here, these periods, 1, 2, and so on, of Zcash, and it pretty much coincides with a top in the market, all right? But we're there right now, but we have some time, and this corresponds to our call, which is end of 2025, beginning 2026, the top is in, right? We're seeing this with Zcash. If you look at Zcash, you can actually try and time the market by looking at Zcash right now. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's one of the factors I'm looking at. Not the only factor, but one of the factors that confirms my views. Now, Zcash right now is at 464, and I'm telling you, if this top breaks over here, let me show you which top I'm looking at. Let me put the camera back down. Again, not edited, very weird video, I know, bear with me. But the top on Zcash over on this one is $700, all right? That's the absolute top. It never reached there again. Well, it was all the way up here, like a few $1,000s right before that, but we're talking about this top over here in 2018, all right? Now, as you can see, it came down, blah, blah, blah. Now, if this breaks $700, currently sitting at around 463, if this breaks $700, do you have any idea what this will mean? This will be the selective alt season that I've been talking about, meaning selective alts will run in an alt season. Zcash should go to $1,000, $2,000. I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying it could. And we're gonna see some amazing pumps in crypto as long as you're in the right ones. We're gonna talk a little bit about that at the end of this video as well. Why not? Let's just do that. Let's just put it all out there. Let me try and add as much value as I can in this video for you. So if we see that, that's what we're gonna see. But if we reject there, that may be the end or one of the ending factors of this cycle. So you need to watch Zcash. You need to watch Zcash, see if it rejects and makes it resistance, or if it actually holds support a little bit lower and tries and attempts to break that again. And if it cannot break it, you know it's coming to an end. And depending how fast it reaches there is very telling. It's very telling. So this is what I'm gonna make another video about this when I'm back home in Greece, because I do need a little bit more studying and a little bit more setup so I can actually show you some stuff. This is probably annoying, but let's just get the essence of this as much as possible. So we're looking at Zcash, for a potential mark for the end of the cycle, but also we're in Zcash as a narrative play, because if we can break $700, $1,400 is not impossible, even $2K if it goes exponentially higher. Now, either way, I'm looking for the end of the bull market, end of 2025, beginning 2026. That typically means last 3 months of the 2025, first 3 months of 2026. So depending on when we reach there, how we reject, this can all change. So make sure you follow. As I said before, subscribe down, hit the bell notification button, and follow my live streams and ask me for updates if I don't update, because it's very, very important. All right? So privacy is one of the narratives that's going to run. Now, we just bounced, and if you watch my morning live stream, when we actually went right under 100K, I said, listen, This is a snap and crack buy. Put your stop loss or mental stop loss under that low, and we should go up. So far, we're going up. Let's see if there's continuation. If we go down, you know where the stop loss is. It's an easy out. So we got a very good play right now. We're in an advantage compared to other people. So privacy is one of the narratives I'm looking at. Zcash is the main coin in that narrative, and I do believe it's going to do extremely well. Now, the other two narratives I'm looking at, one is AI, obviously, and the other one is perpetual dexes. So I'm still looking into and still holding Aster Dex, Hype, Bluefin, a little bit of Avantis. I'm actually holding these mostly in Hype, then in Aster. I did sell off a lot of my position in Aster when we started going down and breaking certain support areas, but we did call Aster at 44 cents, so we're still in, 41 cents, so we're still in profit, right? Now we just got back up above $1. Let's see what happens. Maybe I slowly get back in, expecting that $2. Let's see if it rejects or actually breaks above, but it's the plays from $1 to $2, take profits, wait for a lower high, a higher low, and then get back in for a potential break of the $2. That's what we're looking at, and I do think that Zcash is gonna be one of the telling signs, and I am looking at Zcash and Bitcoin right now. So remember when I was looking at Bitcoin versus Ethereum? Last cycle, but in 2023, 2024, I was looking at Bitcoin with Solana for those mini alt season pumps. Well, now I'm also looking at Bitcoin and Zcash. So I'm gonna make another video getting more in depth, but this is what you need to know. So Zcash, privacy coins, the narratives I just mentioned, the perpetual dexes and AI, and of course the coins we are holding, we've been talking about on this channel. Watch my videos, see which coins we're talking about. We're doing pretty well, but if we do have an alt season, and I do believe we're gonna have some sort of alt season, it's gonna be a selective alt season, meaning select altcoins are gonna run. I've been talking about this for 2 years now. Hopefully I got through. And so far, so good. I'm not worried yet. I'm watching this bounce. I did protect myself. Most of my crypto is in Bitcoin anyway, and that's something I don't have a problem holding through the bear market. And only strong alt narrative plays, and I will be making videos about that. That said, make sure you watch this video right here. Give me a second, let me move the camera. This video right here, very important video. Don't miss this video. If there's any video you're gonna watch this year, watch this video, and I will see you in the next one.